Muletrain!
It is time now for the Muletrain News Program on this Wednesday, January the 4th, 2017, brought to you today by the First Bank, along with Leal's Mexican Restaurant.
The weather is changing here in Muleshoe and also on the South Plains of Texas. Our high on Tuesday was 43 degrees. Our low was 24. And at 7 o'clock on Wednesday morning, it was only 25 degrees. But by right after 10 o'clock, it had risen to only 30 degrees. And now the forecast for Muleshoe, Sudan, Amherst, Earth, and our entire vicinity, brought to you by 5 Area Telephone, West Plains Telecommunications. But first, a message from our sponsor.
Secure your life with fast technologies available through 5 Area, whether you're in Muleshoe or anywhere in the world. Security and automation services for your home, farm, or business available now through your hometown company, 5 Area. Plans starting now at $20 per month. Fast Technologies offers live and recordable video surveillance. Control your door locks and garage doors, whether you're in your recliner around the corner or in Dallas. Lighting control and motion detection. Door and window sensors. Receive alerts through text, email, or phone. Plans again starting at $20 per month. Call today, 5 Area, 806-272-5533, or go by their website at 5area.com. They will also be happy to give you an on-site demo, so stop by their offices today, 302 Uvalde Street on the west edge of Muleshoe. A DSL internet connection is required. That's home, farm, and business security and automation services available through Fast Technologies at 5 Area. Call 806-272-5533 for more information. Well, a nice day on tap today for Wednesday for the Muleshoe area before a cold front moves through our area. Mostly sunny, high near 54 degrees this Wednesday afternoon. South winds 10 to 20 miles per hour. Then partly cloudy tonight, low around 18 degrees. Southwest winds around 15 miles per hour, becoming northwest after midnight. Much colder on Thursday for Muleshoe, partly sunny, high only around 30 degrees. Northwest winds between 15 and 20 miles per hour, becoming east-northeast Thursday afternoon. Then Thursday night, a slight chance of snow and possibly sleet after 7 p.m. Cloudy with a low around 11 degrees. Wind chill values as low as -1. East-northeast winds between 10 and 15 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation is 20% Thursday night. Friday, a slight chance of snow and sleet before 7 a.m., then a chance of snow after 7 a.m. Cloudy with the with the high only around 24 degrees during the day on Friday, so extremely cold. On Friday, east-northeast winds between 10 and 15 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation is 40%. Friday night, a 40% chance of snow before 7 p.m., partly cloudy with a low around 7 degrees. Northeast winds around 5 miles per hour, becoming southwest after midnight. Sunny on Saturday, high around 40, so we'll snap back and be a little bit warmer for the weekend. Southwest winds between 5 and 10 miles per hour, partly cloudy Saturday night. Low around 16. Sunny on Sunday, high around 48 degrees. Southwest winds between 10 and 15 miles per hour, mostly clear. Sunday night, low around 30. Repeating our forecast for today. For Wednesday here in Muleshoe, mostly sunny, high near 54 degrees. South winds between 10 and 20 miles per hour, partly cloudy. Wednesday night, low around 18. Then partly sunny and much colder for Thursday. High around 30 degrees. Northwest winds between 15 and 20 miles per hour, becoming east-northeast in the afternoon. A slight chance of snow and sleet after 7 p.m. Thursday night. Cloudy with a low around 11 degrees. Overnight Thursday, wind chill values as low as -1. Chance of precipitation is 20%, then extremely cold for the day on Friday for Muleshoe. Slight chance of snow and sleet. Cloudy, high only around 24 during the day. Friday night, the low will be around 7 degrees with a 40% chance of sleet and snow Friday during the day and Friday evening as well. So bundle up. We're going to get very cold. Make sure to check all your pipes outside. Bring your plants in that you want to save. Also, keep your pets in and check on elderly and sick neighbors as well. 5 Area Telephone, West Plains Telecommunications has presented to you this edition of the weather forecast.
Muleshoe schools will start again on Monday morning at the regular time. That's January the 9th, after the long Christmas and New Year holidays. Wendy Green Patton, formerly of Muleshoe, Susan Cardinal, and her son Dustin were among the OU Sooner backers at the Sugar Bowl Monday night in New Orleans, rooting on their cousin Lincoln Riley's team. Lincoln Riley, son of Mike and Marilyn Riley of Muleshoe, is the offensive coordinator for the University of Oklahoma Sooners. Congratulations to Lincoln and the Sooners. They beat Auburn 35-19 in the Sugar Bowl Monday night in New Orleans. And right here closer to home on Tuesday, there were a lot of action on the basketball courts. The varsity Lady Mules beat Slayton in a district game 40-35. And the Lady Mules are now 3-1 in district. The JV Lady Mules also won their game over Slayton. The varsity Mules, they lost, but it was a close and thrilling game. Slayton 76 and the varsity Mules 71. The JV Mules also lost to Slayton. Now the Mules are now 0-2 in District 2 3A action. And more scores around the area in girls: Hart 59, Bovina 39, Nazareth 55, Farwell 49. Martin squeaked by Post 50-49, Wilson 53, Lasbuddy 39, New Home 42, Spring Lake Earth Lady Wolverine 16, Sudan Nets 56, Meadow 22. Shallow Water from our district 54, Roosevelt 37, and also from our district Idlew 62, Dimmitt 38, and Littlefield 57, Freona 42. Now that's all in girls action. In the boys side, Bovina 85, Hart 41, Amherst Bulldogs beat Cotton Center 59-32. Farwell 44, Nazareth Boys 41, Post 60, Martin 33, New Home 61, Spring Lake Earth Wolverines 33, Meadow 55, the Sudan Hornets 32, Wilson 53, the Lasbuddy Longhorns 40. From our district, Shallowater 66, Roosevelt 29, Idlew 57, Dimmitt Bobcats 39, and Littlefield walloped Freona 81-36 on the court Tuesday night. The next game for the Muleshoe Mules and Lady Mules will be right here at home at Muleshoe High School new gym with Freona, and they are Friday night games. At 5 o'clock, the JV boys and girls will play Freona, and then at 6:30, the Lady Mules will play the Squaws, and then the Chieftains and the Mules take the court at 8 o'clock Friday night in the next games here at home in Muleshoe. We'll be back with more Muletrain news in just one moment, and we'll tell you about a new thing going on at the Oneida Wagner Senior Citizen Center in downtown Muleshoe.
Leo's, the best place to get fajitas, burritos, salads, and grilled cheese. They also have the best seasoning ever. So go to Leo's Mexican Food Restaurant at 1010 West American Boulevard in Muleshoe, Texas. The best Mexican food ever.
This edition of the Muletrain News is being brought to you today by Leal's Mexican Restaurant, along with the First Bank, where First Bank is proud to announce First Bank Online, www.fbmuleshoe.com. Transfer funds easily between accounts, make loan payments, view current and previous statement activity, pay bills online with Bill Pay, banking anytime with 24/7 access. Call or come by today. 202 South First Street, 806-272-4515. The First Bank right here in Muleshoe, where they're proud to announce First Bank Online, www.fbmuleshoe.com. The First Bank is member FDIC. Tattered Tumbleweed is having a huge sale right here in Muleshoe, 1405 West American Boulevard, on all their Christmas and fall items. Take 40% off Christmas items and 50% off all fall items at Tattered Tumbleweed. They now have baby shower selections available for Jay and Tara Carr, Tatum and Kelly Heathington, and wedding shower gifts for Cole Hawkins and Casey Stanfield, all at Tattered Tumbleweed. Take 50% off all persnickety clothing for your little girls, including their adorable persnickety Christmas outfits. Just in, a new shipment of the Carhartt 2-in-1 toboggans that keeps your head and face ultra warm. Looking for a new scent for your home? Tattered Tumbleweed has a great selection of candles from Park Hill, Ridgewater, Fredericksburg Farm, Circle E Candles, and many others. They also have a good selection of flashlights, including the extremely bright Big Larry with a high setting at 400 lumen, low setting, and a red hazard flasher. Tattered Tumbleweed wishes you the very best in this coming new year, and remember, they have a huge sale going on. Take 40% off all Christmas items and 50% off all fall items at Tattered Tumbleweed here in Muleshoe, 1405 West American Boulevard.
Muleshoe High School choir members will advance this Saturday to area competition, and there are 5 from Muleshoe High School's choir that will be auditioning, and they are Chris Barber, Colton Morrison, Chris Flores, Jill Rojas, and Autumn Gutierrez. The choir director at Muleshoe High School is Christy Barber, and if these students make the cut at the audition Saturday, they will then become members of the All-State Choir. Good luck to Chris Barber, Colton Morrison, Chris Flores, Jill Rojas, and Autumn Gutierrez, all Muleshoe High School choir members. We need to put our Mrs. Santa for 2016 on our prayer list, Irma Lee Al. She has had some major dental work done, and that's why we have not made an interview with our 36th annual Mrs. Santa, Irma Lee Al, who you, our listeners, elected by vote. The other nominees were Evanelle Dale, Rosa Ray, and Rowena Myers. And they will receive, or Irma Lee Al will receive, gifts from the Dinner Bell Restaurant, K&K Pharmacy, and us here at Channel 6. Congratulations, Irma, and you are certainly on our prayer list, and hope you get to doing better fast. On Meet Your Neighbor, you will enjoy the interview with the Chad Freeman family. Now, Chad and his wife, the farmer Crystal Howe, are both Muleshoe High School graduates, and their two lovely young daughters were visiting here in Muleshoe over the New Year's holiday with his parents, Mr. and Ms. Gary Freeman of Muleshoe, and Mr. and Mrs. Chad Freeman and their daughters tell about being involved in a family youth, or really it's youth with a mission program, but they accent the family part. Be sure and check out our Twitter also. There is an article from the Lubbock Avalanche Journal entitled Year After Goliath, South Plains Dairy Industry Pretty Solid. So that's good. It goes on to say Humberto Contreras cringes in memory of the winter storm Goliath, as do all of us here in the Muleshoe area. It was very ugly, the Bailey County dairy worker said in Spanish. It was very cold, and there was lots of snow, and a lot of animals also lost, and that hindered the milk production. But according to our information from the Lubbock Avalanche Journal, the dairy industry on the South Plains of Texas is pretty solid after last year's big storm that really stopped everybody solid in their tracks. The Bailey County Commissioners Court met in special session on Tuesday with Judge Sherry Harrison, and they considered approving bonds for the newly elected and appointed county officials, and considered approving county holiday schedule for this year of 2017. Ann and Don McRoy have been named Friends of the Oneida Wagner Senior Citizen Center here in Muleshoe, and are being recognized for their many contributions to the center. Last month, Ray and Donna West were the first to be named Friends of the Oneida Wagner Senior Citizen Center, and they will continue this program throughout the new year to come. We'll be back with more Muletrain news and our prayer list in one moment.
Alan and Carolyn Smyer, along with their daughter Melissa McGehee, are pleased to introduce their line of custom home furnishings at Raising Arrows in their new retail location on the Wild Pavement, 91 County Road 213. That's from Muleshoe. Just take Highway 70 east 3 miles to Farm to Market 3269, the Wild Highway, then head north 4¼ miles. The tan brick home with white trim is on the east side of the road and at the very end of the Wild Pavement, and Raising Arrow sits just next to their home. They are open every Friday and Saturday, 10 a.m. till 5 p.m., where they have beautiful custom-built furniture and home decor pieces for sale, and they can speak with you about custom ordering any style of furniture they can hand build for you. Call anytime and talk to Alan, Carolyn, or Melissa, 806-965-2974 or 806-946-7328, or go out and see their gorgeous work, perfect for the next time you need to redecorate your surroundings. That's Raising Arrows, open every Friday and Saturday, 10 a.m. till 5 p.m. at 91 County Road 213 at the end of the Wild Pavement, or call 806-965-2974, 806-946-7328. Alan and Carolyn Smyer and Melissa McGehee for custom-built furniture, home decor, or custom orders to fit any style.
The Muleshoe Area Medical Center is proud to announce that they have 3 new nurse practitioners now: Christy Lee, Leo Neria, and Janice Soto. Now, Christy Lee and Leo Neria work in the hospital at the medical clinic of Muleshoe. A call to make an appointment with them at 806-272-7544. Now, over at Dr. Bruce Purdy's Family Medical Clinic, Janice Soto is assisting him. So you can call over there to make an appointment with Janice Soto. And the Muleshoe Area Medical Center is located at 708 South 1st Street. Don't forget the telephone number to call to make an appointment with Christy Lee and Leo Neria is 806-272-7544, the Medical Clinic of Muleshoe, located inside of the hospital. And Janice Soto is at the Family Medical Clinic, Dr. Bruce Purdy's office. Lavinia Garlington certainly needs to be on our prayer list, and her husband Lloyd and all of their family. Lavinia Garlington is now in the Lake Ridge Nursing and Rehab in Lubbock. She can have visitors for a short period of time, and Lavinia has been there for quite some time in UMC and then also in other rehab facilities. That's Lavinia Garlington at Lake Ridge Nursing and Rehab in Lubbock. Also, her husband Lloyd Garlington is here at home. Cassie Precure Schaefer, a Muleshoe High School graduate who was reared here, needs to be on our prayer list, please. She's having major surgery. Her mother, Marjorie Precure, tells us, please remember Cassie Precure Schaefer, the daughter of Marjorie Precure and the late Kenneth Precure. Also remember the family of Deborah Churchman Etheridge, 64, of Hereford, a 1970 graduate of Sudan High School, whose graveside services will be Wednesday afternoon at 1 at the Sudan Cemetery under the direction of Ellie's Funeral Home of Sudan. She was the daughter of the late Gilbert and Helen Churchman and the sister of Scott Churchman of Muleshoe. Deborah Churchman Etheridge died in Lubbock on New Year's Eve. Also remember the family of Mary Helen Wade. She was the mother of Janet Margid of Muleshoe, and her funeral services were held on Friday of last week. Remember Ed Cox, who is recuperating from a fall. He hurt his shoulder in that fall. He lives in Richmond, Texas, in the Houston area, but lived here in Muleshoe for many, many years, where his family and he operated and owned Fry and Cox Incorporated. Remember Doc Jones, who is back in the Parkview Nursing Care Center. It was good to see Louis Wayne and Wanda Schaefer out on Sunday afternoon, and they are doing some better. Also remember Jinx and Rowena Myers and Maureen and Robert Hooten in your prayers, along with Mary Nell Bleeker and Barbara Blackman, Cody Johnson, a Muleshoe High School teacher, his wife, and children. It was good to see Lula Mae and Gerald Shanks. They now live in Lubbock, but formerly lived here for years and years. And Gerald is doing better, we're glad to report. Mark and Lisa Allen. Remember these families who have lost loved ones during the holidays. James Brown, Buck Markle, who was the father of David Markle of Muleshoe, and Buck lived in Floydada. Lieutenant Colonel Roy Elrod, who was a native of Bailey County. Freddie Ansaldua, D.W. Puckett, Sahara Nicholas, Johnny Atkinson of Farwell, Boyd Magby, Julie Maxwell, and she was a former Muleshoe High School teacher. Danny Olivas, R.L. Scott, and don't forget his wife, Doris Scott, who is recuperating from surgery, and the family of Macy Foley, 16, of Earth, a Spring Lake Earth High School student. And also the family of another Spring Lake Earth High School student, Joe Manzanellis, who was electrocuted last month.
Well, it's just about time for us to go on this edition of the Muletrain News, brought to you today by the First Bank, along with Leal's Mexican Restaurant. You can hear our latest Muletrain News program rotating on Reach Broadband Channel 6. As well, find it free of charge on demand on our website, muleshoetv.com. Click on the Muletrain News link at the top center of the page.
I'm Tumbleweed Smith. Laura creates art from discarded items. Details in a moment on The Sound of Texas.
And The Sounds of Texas are brought to you here on Reach Broadband Channel 6, as well as MuleshoeTV.com by Bailey County Electric Cooperative Association, with offices in Muleshoe as well as in Morton. They're celebrating 77 years of rural electrification right here in the Muleshoe area through Bailey County Electric. Check them out online, bcecoop.com, 806-272-4504. They're owned by the members that they serve, the board of directors, the members, the employees, the manager, CEO David Markle. I'll hope that you enjoyed this Sounds of Texas with Tumbleweed Smith.
I really like to take something that was meant for something else and then repurpose it. I like to repurpose it. This is kind of like recycling on a higher scale, I guess.
Laura Gillis of Iowa Park makes whimsical yard art from things like old tractor seats.
Sometimes the seat will tell me what it wants to be, and other times I have to hunt for it. I have a tractor seat that I made into a horny toad. I also have one that was a ladybug, so it just kind of depends on what I see, what it tells me.
She comes from an artistic family.
Well, my mother was an artist. She did watercolor and that kind of thing. My dad does woodworking, so I grew up doing art and art projects.
How in the world did you develop into doing metal art?
I always wanted to learn how to weld, and my husband was going to teach me, but that didn't work so good. So I took a class at the Vernon Junior College, and it was called Welding for Farmers and Ranchers. It just taught me the basics. It taught me enough to be really dangerous out there in the shop.
Her raw material comes from all over the place.
Anywhere I can. I've pulled over on the side of the road and picked up things off the road. My brother-in-law is a farmer, so I get a lot of parts from him. You know, when they take off plow discs and something breaks, well, that's when I like it.
How long have you been doing this?
About 20 to 23 years, something like that. But just seriously, the last 10 to 15.
She likes to make bugs and butterflies. She'll make spiders by putting legs on bottle tops.
The Iron Maiden moth, that got me out of ironing for a while. My iron quit, and so I took it all apart and saved the plate off of it and made the body of the moth from that.
Her work is in galleries in Fredericksburg and Wichita Falls.
I don't paint any of my pieces. They just rust. I call that patina. And most of the time I use old parts. I don't like to buy a new part. My husband works in the oil field, so sometimes he can come home with some interesting things, and I have gotten in trouble for cutting up the wrong thing before. But he's very tolerant of my habit.
Laura Gillis of Iowa Park.
I do have a lot of fun with this.
Her business is called Yellow Cat Studio. I'm Tumbleweed Smith with The Sound of Texas.